Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here we're going to take a fresh installation of Windows 7 and show you some configuration options worth going through and knowing about. First of all, the start button is in the bottom left hand corner. You have a taskbar along the bottom, and then you have your quick launch items here. This is actually going to be a quick, I'm going to title this as an overview of Windows 7 basics. Okay, so these quick launch items, when you click them, they're going to open up programs quickly. You can also remove them. Say like Internet Explorer, right click, unpin this program from Taskbar. That never needs to be opened, hopefully. So you click on the start button and you see your regular things that you're used to, I think. If not, that's what it is. These are all programs that are links to run, and you can open up whatever is in here that you install on your computer or whatever it is. And so that's that. Now, how do we set all this up? And now you have your desktop. Okay, this area here, which basically is just where your icons and things go, and you can put again more programs to click and run off of right here. You have down here, you have notification area, which you can see little icons with different things that will give you notifications or show you things, such as, say you want to change your volume on your computer. You can do that here in the notification area. Also, there's the time area, which is just time and date, and you can change your time and date settings from that as well. So that's just a little quick overview. You could move icons around with your mouse. You can move your mouse around. In your Windows applications, quick for setting things up. Okay, so on your start menu, first of all, right click on the start menu and choose properties. In here, you're going to see the taskbar and start properties dialog box come up. So you'll see the three tabs here: taskbar, start menu, and toolbars. You'll also notice if I right click on the toolbar and choose properties, if I right click on the toolbar here and choose properties, it opens up the exact same taskbar and start menu properties dialog box, but it opens it up on the taskbar tab. So again, I'll right click on the start menu, go to properties, and it opens up on the start menu. So just something to note, you can do things pretty quick, but it's the same menu, so if you're going there, whatever, just showing you. So lock the taskbar, what's that option? If you uncheck that, it allows you, you have to apply it. It allows you to take the taskbar and now gives you the double arrow, which allows you to change the size of the taskbar. Okay, if you click and drag, and you can change the size of the taskbar. I like to keep that locked in. Auto hide the taskbar. Well, when you click apply, when you click away, it'll automatically hide it. But when you come back down to use the start menu, it'll pop up and allow you to use it. Some people like that, it keeps it out of the way. Something else to note about keeping it out of the way: if you unlock the taskbar, you can also move the taskbar to other locations on your desktop. So some people might like their start menu on the side, maybe they like it on the top and they like the start menu coming down, or they like it on this side and the start menu coming out. Whatever you prefer, you can do, and it's no problem at all. Small icons, I like to choose that, which basically gives me more desktop space and minimizes these things down here, which is cool, and I really like that feature, and I always turn that on. But again, that's up to you. Here, this is where, taskbar location on screen. Okay, so we basically just did that by unlocking it and moving it, but you can do it from here too if you really want to. Apply, you see, and we will lock the taskbar, but first we'll move it down here and apply. Oops, cool. I moved the taskbar, but the drop-down box took over, and that's the default option that allowed. Okay, so there's that. Back to the bottom. Our notification area down here, we can customize which options appear in the notification area. You'll also notice if I right click on the customization area, if I click on the customization area arrow, the customize button right here will come up, and that'll bring this up, and you'll see this is your notification area icons option in your control panel. So if you go in here and it's say I choose customize, the exact same one's going to come up. I'll get into all these applications on their own, their settings. For now though, I like to always show all icons and notifications in the taskbar. That removes that little drop down arrow that was there and shows me everything. When something runs, I know it's there. I just like to have that option on. So we'll go ahead and we'll move over to the start menu options. You can customize how links, icons, and menus look and behave on the start menu. Okay, let's go ahead and customize and try that out. Under computer, okay, here it's talking about the start menu. So if you think about the computer, it says display as a link. Alright, so when I go to click start and see computer here, it displays it as a link. When I click it, it's going to open up that location. So what that means, if I say display as a menu and hit OK and apply, and I click start, you'll now see computer has a list like a menu that I can choose. So you can just choose how that is customized. You can also say don't display this item. I like to display computer as a link. Connect to, not a needed option right now. We can bring that in another time. Control panel, I like to display that as a menu, and that gives me my options. But for now, let's leave everything as, actually no, let's go ahead and display as menu. Default programs, that's this, and I just don't need it. I don't use it. Devices and printers, yep, let's leave that on. Documents, okay, again, so we want to display that as a link. Downloads, I like displaying that as a menu, or as a link actually. It's either or. And basically downloads is where things default to download to. You don't see it here, but it will display now that I'm showing display as a link. I'll hit OK and apply. And you can see now that I have the downloads button here, which is basically if you download something off the internet, it usually shows up here by default. So we'll go back into customize and we'll keep going down here. I don't like my games displaying, so I don't display those. I don't need the help options. Actually, I will leave those open because they're useful for showing people how to look things up. I don't like highly newly installed programs. So if you install a program and then it prompts a little pop-up in the start menu, you click start and it's like orange here. That's why, because it's highlighted newly installed programs. I'll actually leave that option on and remove it after I install my first program. So let's go ahead and music, let's not display that, we don't need it in here. Personal folder, we'll display that as a link. And pictures, same deal. Recent items, we'll leave that out, who cares. Run command, let's check that on. You'll see the start menu, there's no run command here. I hit apply. And now there's a run command, which allows me to run programs, like the command line talked about in the first video, or anything else that I want to run real quick is right there. So it's a nice quick launch item to have, and I like to have it in there. So back to the customization options, and we'll finish off with, okay, search programs and control panel, and that there is basically, I like to leave that on actually because Windows does an indexing in the background and allows for searchable items within like your files and folders and stuff. It makes it very convenient and cross-platform, especially when you use the Microsoft Office products. So we'll leave that in there for now, and I'll show you more about it later. Same as search other files and libraries, same idea. For system administrative tools, I display on the all programs and the start menu because I like to have them. Again, I don't like large icons, so I'm going to uncheck my large icons, and I'll hit OK, we're good. We hit apply. Start menu is now a little bit different and looks a little bit cleaner. From there, I usually will come in and start modifying my actual programs directory before I get installing programs. And the reason I do that is because there's already enough crap here. So let's go ahead and right click on the start button and we'll choose open in Windows Explorer. Oops, sorry. We'll click on the start menu, right click on all programs and open all users. You can see here's basically the start menu in the folder structure. You're not going to see everything here because you can, as you see when I right clicked on here, there's open all users and there's open. So basically every user will see all these and only the current user will see what's here. If I come into programs and I can see what my user will see. If I come into the all users, here's what everyone will see. So I'm going to go ahead and take all these extra little Windows gadget crap out, and I'm going to move it into the just accessories folder and say continue. I'm also for maintenance, backup and restore options and stuff like that. I put that under administrative tools and I'll hit OK. For games, again, it's under accessories. I don't need it. I move that over there. Startup stays right where it is. That's pretty much it other than the Windows default programs. I'm going to go ahead, select it, hit delete and say yes. And under programs, just to see what else is in here, we're good. So if we click start and go to all programs now, you can see it's a little bit smaller again, and that's how we want it. So now we're ready to roll with Windows.